Hey, I'm Joe from Leadership Society of Arizona. I'm really excited to talk about a question that a lot of parents have in helping their kids develop their hobbies, and it's why does my child give up on hobbies? And so in this video, I'm going to explain the source of why children give up on their hobbies and what parents can do to help develop their children's hobbies and help them to find their own passions. So in order to do this, I'm going to take you through the average student and their hobbies. You can see first, they find something. Say it's piano. Parents get really excited. They're like, well, piano, we want them to be balanced, musical, so this is great. So they start playing piano. They have a real talent for it, and they like it, they enjoy it. But then they think, hey, nah, it's not for me. I really like speech and debate because all my friends are in speech and debate. So they get into speech and debate. They like it for a while. They enjoy it. But then they think, it's so much work. I'm not really fit in for it, right? So they say, but soccer's easy for me. I like soccer. So they get into soccer, but they realize, hey, it's really hard work. I'm getting hurt. It's not for me. So it's like, maybe I'll do something at home, something that takes less time. Cooking. Cooking sounds great, but cooking kind of gets boring. So then they start saying, hey, maybe I could be a professional video game player. And we've heard that one a lot. And they start playing video games, but they end up getting bored of that as well. They said maybe something that's automotive, right? You can see this is how a child works. They go from hobby to hobby, trying to figure out who they are, what they like, what they enjoy. And this is common. This is an average student. They go through multiple hobbies trying to figure out what they want to do. They don't like sticking to one thing. So, I understand this. But now, what do parents think about this? Well, they don't like this, obviously. They're wasting their child's money on something that, won't be in their future. They feel like their child gives up too easy when it gets hard, that they're never really going to figure out what they like because they keep moving from hobby to hobby, not committed to one thing. And that's a common thing. As a parent, you'd hope that they'd stick with one thing, and it's kind of disappointing when they really have talent for something when they give up on it. So the question parents always have is, why does my child give up on the hobbies? Why do they give up on these things that they love doing? And there's a simple answer to this that parents don't usually like. But I'm going to give it to you and hopefully explain what the whole aspect of it and help you feel comfortable with it. And the answer to this question is that the child doesn't like doing the activity that they're doing. How do we know this? They quit doing it. Would a child quit doing something that they love doing? No. So why do they quit these hobbies? Because they don't like doing it. And that's the simple answer. And so this simple answer can bring up a lot more thoughts in parents and really confuse them though. For example, parents are saying, wait a second, they wanted to do this hobby. They told me they enjoyed doing it. All of a sudden now they don't enjoy doing it? Then they're thinking, well, they were really good at it. They shouldn't give up on it. They'll really enjoy it as they get better and better. They're just a little discouraged. Or they might think, I wasted all my money, invested too much time on this. You can't quit. This is too big of an investment, right? But the hard part about this, and the reason why parents get confused is because the mind of a child is very confusing. They're not thinking about the future, about what's next, how they're going to make a career. They're only worried about here and now, right? And they know when they're having fun and when they're not having fun. And most children don't even know themselves, so they're still trying to figure out what they like, what they don't like, their passions. And it takes some children a while to figure that out. And some of the times, you don't know why children do things. So they might do a hobby just because their friends are in it. They might do a hobby just because their parents really wanted them to be in it. Or they might do the hobby just because they wanted to try something new. So the mind of a child can be confusing. So don't get confused. We try and do the simple things, observe, and that will tell you what's really going on. So I wanted to give 3 suggestions for parents who are confused, who want to help their children develop hobbies and help them to stop quitting so many hobbies. And I'm going to go over each suggestion and how it can help you as a parent develop your children. So the first one. My first suggestion is avoid investing a lot of resources up front. That's, I guess, financial, emotional support, any type of support as a parent. You don't want to get too hyped up about anything. And so you want to let them have time to figure out if it's something they're really interested. And for example, and this is a good example, instead of buying them a high-end camera when they want to start photography, which a lot of children like photography, but some of them don't get into it, right? You let them use the class cameras. So you don't have to spend money. You make them take the effort to go get it, take care of it. And then when you see that they have a lot of interest, that they can do something with a better camera, and they prove to you that they're responsible enough, you get them the high-end camera. See, what we're doing here now with, avoiding to invest a lot, we're helping our children learn the steps necessary for them to be good at something and to know that they like it and reduce their risk. Time is a great indicator on whether or not children will really enjoy the hobby. They always say time will tell, right? As they spend more time doing it and you see what they're doing and they still love it, that's when you know they found something that they really enjoy, a hobby that you can start investing a little bit more in. And doing this will help avoid a lot of the pain as parents we get when we get really excited or we spend a lot of money when we first hear that our child likes doing something maybe that we enjoy doing or that we think is very valuable. That would help avoid that pain. Second suggestion, let them choose hobbies. Obviously, if you force them to do something and then wonder why they quit, it's pretty obvious. They quit because you made them do it. But letting them choose their own hobbies helps you to understand what they really enjoy, helps you understand what they're thinking, and it's a better chance that they'll stick with something that they choose or that they understand more and learn more when they choose what they want to do. And a lot of the times as parents, we have these expectations. We might not even know that we have these expectations of our kids. But if we let them choose, then we help them to develop this. And now we know that it wasn't our expectation. It was just what they wanted. And so that's a great way of helping our children develop, is by not forcing them to do certain hobbies. My third suggestion is your efforts are never wasted. I was just on a call the other day and helping parents realize all your time and effort, your support, your money, everything you put into one sport, one hobby, it's not wasted. Your child is learning, you're growing, you're investing in your children, not in the hobby or the sport. They're learning to develop their talents, learning what they like, what they don't like. And so everything you do is never wasted. Just like recycling, all the things we're doing, we're helping them develop these skills that they can use other places, not just in one sport. And they're lifelong lessons that they'll carry with them for their life, their future, to help them be successful. So if you're in this situation and you're worried about how your child is, giving up on hobbies and that they're never going to be successful at one thing, remember these 3 suggestions. If any parent does these 3 suggestions in helping their children develop hobbies, their children will develop faster than all the other children who are forced to do things, who are getting a lot of money invested in their parents, feel a lot more pain. So if you do these 3 things, you can help your children develop faster, as well as reduce your own pain from watching your children and going through it with them. So I hope you learned something from these suggestions and you took something out of it. I have other videos as well about questions that parents have and thoughts on how we can help our children. So you can see other videos as well, and you can subscribe to our channel or like this video. That really helps us. And hopefully you can find other videos that will help you in your journey as a parent. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.